People will try all kinds of tricks to get you to do what they want, and nowhere is that more true than in the media. Over the years, people have used the media in loads of sneaky ways to get you to buy a product, or see a movie, or vote for a particular candidate. Some are clever, some are basic, some are just plain strange. Here's our top 10 subliminal messages hidden in modern media.
Amazing!
Number 10. Money. Banknotes are full of intricate patterns, colors, and textures. This is because it makes them harder to forge. However, some people believe there's more to it. They think that there are subliminal messages hidden in their banknotes. The most famous example of this is the owl that some people see hidden on the US $1 bill. The owl is a symbol of the Illuminati, the secret society that may or may not be ruling the world. More about them later. Banking, the Illuminati, and hidden messages. Your conspiracy theorist dream combination. There's also the palm trees that say sex on the banknotes from the Seychelles, and Satan hidden on an old Canadian $100 bill. That one freaked people out so much they had to withdraw the note from circulation. Of course, it's possible these patterns are just coincidental, but where's the fun in that? Number 9. Ode to HMV. Back in 2013, a UK man was watching a repeat of the comedy show Mr. Bean on cable channel Comedy Central. During the commercial break, a strange-looking message flashed on the screen for less than a second. Luckily, he was recording the show. He must have been a big fan of Mr. Bean. He went in and paused it at exactly the right spot. The message turned out to be a cryptic homage to the UK music and video retailer HMV, which was going through financial trouble at the time. It was also a critique of the music industry and a damning indictment of modern capitalism. But what was it doing there? Was it a coded message to a sleeper cell of spies that it's time for action? Was it someone who worked at Comedy Central having a laugh? It's one of those things we'll just never know. Number 8. Movie posters. When you see a poster for a movie on a billboard or outside the cinema, they're usually pretty clear. They want you to go see the movie, so they clearly explain what it's called, what it's about, who's in it, etc. Not always, though. Here are some posters where things weren't all they seem. When Disney made the Pirates of the Caribbean movies, they wanted people to know they would be in for a classic Disney family adventure, but without using the word Disney. That's why this flaming pirate skull looks suspiciously like a certain mouse's ears. And how about a hidden image within a hidden image? The poster for the classic thriller, The Silence of the Lambs. The moth looks like it has a skull hidden on its back. However, if you look closely at the moth, you see it's actually a group of naked women, a reference to the work of surrealist artist Salvador Dali. Subliminal or what? Number 7. BTK. In the 1970s, the town of Wichita, Kansas was terrorized by a serial killer known as BTK. BTK stood for blind, torture, and kill, which was his preferred method of murder. As well as being responsible for more than 10 murders, BTK was known for teasing the authorities. He would frequently contact the police and the local media, taunting how they would never find him. In 1978, local TV station KAKE decided to use subliminal methods to get BTK to give himself up. They filmed a news report on BTK and flashed up the text, "Now call the chief," and showed a pair of glasses similar to those worn by one of his victims. It was hoped that this would cause the watching BTK to feel remorse and turn himself into the police. Unsurprisingly, it didn't work, and the identity of BTK remained a secret until his eventual arrest in 2005. Number 6. Music videos. In the 60s and 70s, bands used to record subliminal messages into the grooves of their vinyl albums. If you played them backwards, disembodied voices would tell you to stop wearing flares and things like that. Nowadays, our music stars are much more sophisticated with their hidden messages. They put them into their videos instead. Take Justin Bieber, for example, and his video for Where Are You Now? The centerpiece of the video is Justin standing around looking serious as thousands of cartoon messages flash up around him at lightning speed. If you pause at exactly the right second, though, there it is. Where are now Selena? It's clearly a subliminal message to his ex Selena Gomez to get in touch. Then there's Drake's video for Hotline Bling, which wowed fans in 2016. For much of the video, Drake is dancing around in a cube. The cube is thought to be another symbol of the Illuminati. Is Drake trying to tell us he's a member of the secret society that really runs the world? Or maybe he just wanted to dance around in a cube. Who can say? Number 5. The Pixar Connection. We all love those quirky Pixar movies with those cute little characters, so different yet so alike. What you may not know is that each Pixar movie has characters from other ones hidden in them. Take Finding Nemo. This little boy in the waiting room is reading a Mr. Incredible comic book, of course, a reference to The Incredibles. Then in Brave, look at the wood engraving. It's Sully from Monsters Incorporated. Finally, the Pizza Planet van from Toy Story is in every single movie. Is this a subliminal message designed to make you want to watch another Pixar movie immediately? Or is it just some animators having fun? Don't ask me, I'm watching Inside Out again. Number 4. Marlboro Barcode. Okay, imagine you're one of the world's most famous cigarette brands. Every year with alarming regularity, you're told you can't advertise in certain places anymore. You can't go on TV anymore, not the radio, no more billboards. There's not many places left to display your brand. One place that was still happy to accept cigarette advertising was the space on Formula One cards, until one day, that was banned too. In 2007, Marlboro came up with a clever idea to get around this ban. They partnered up with Ferrari and placed an ordinary-looking barcode design on the famous red F1 car. So far, so innocuous, right? However, when this car screams past at 200 miles per hour, an optical illusion takes place, and it looks like, you've guessed it, a Marlboro logo. In 2010, the authorities finally caught up with the subliminal advertising ruse and banned the barcode. Number 3. Advertising. The world of advertising isn't all sharp suits and cocktails. There are annoying clients, deadlines, and all kinds of other distractions that go with it. Sometimes the advertising guys get bored and like to have a little fun. Take this ad that was made for Coke in Australia. All pretty ordinary, right? Now look carefully at the ice cube. Not so ordinary now, eh? This hidden picture within a picture went unnoticed for over a year. When someone brought it to Coke's attention, they found it hard to swallow and sued the artist. Even political advertising isn't safe from these games of advertising hide-and-seek. When George W. Bush was running for president in 2000, his campaign put together a pretty innocuous ad spot about drugs for old people. In one part, words flashed across a picture of Bush's opponent, Vice President Al Gore. These included the slogan, "Bureaucrats decide," but as it flashed across, the word rats is visible for half a second before the rest of the word. People complained that Bush's campaign was trying to make voters subliminally associate Gore with rats. Bush dismissed these complaints as weird and bizarre, but pulled the ad just in case. Number 2. Dollar Sandwich. More advertising hijinks, albeit slightly more cheerful in its sneakiness. Here's an ad for KFC made in 2008. It's promoting a 99-cent chicken burger. Very reasonable. However, there's more to it than meets the eye. Look carefully at the lettuce. That bit of lettuce there definitely looks like a dollar bill. Were KFC trying to reinforce their message subliminally by getting us to see a dollar inside their bargain burger? The answer is yes. They announced that they had placed a dollar in the lettuce and would give money vouchers to the first 1,000 people that could find it. Number 1. Sex sells. If we know one thing about advertising, it's that sex sells. However, some people don't like to see sex served up with their TV viewing or emblazoned on billboards where children can see. As a result, advertisers get very sneaky with how they connect sex with their brands. Have a look at the covers for popular magazine SFX. Do you think the tops of those heads are strategically placed so the magazine title looks like sex? Maybe, maybe not. But you're thinking about it. What about this packet of Skittles? A Skittle with an S on it next to the word explosion. Here's an even sneakier one. This ad for BMW looks pretty ordinary, but if you look at the number plate in the mirror, it suddenly gets more interesting. As long as sex continues to sell, brands will try to throw those subliminal influencers in. So, subliminal messages are common in modern media. Which ones did you think were the cleverest? Can you think of any more? Leave us a comment to let us know. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give us a like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.